So the answer is 15 sine 2 minus 3x. Let's take a look at something slightly harder. If you feel I'm going too fast, then please feel free to stop the video, go back and listen to it slower, or stop the video at any point. Y equals 3 ln, and then let's have something complex. Okay, how to differentiate something really complicated like this one? I follow exactly the same rules, same what I've been doing before. Let the bracket equals u. Let the bracket equals u, and u is the bracket, and the bracket is x squared plus 4x minus 1. Let u equals the bracket. This follows then that y is equal to 3 ln the bracket. 3 ln the bracket, and the bracket is u. 3 ln u. Next thing, you differentiate. Du by dx is, drop the 2, so it's 2x, decrease the 2 minus 1, the power of 2 minus 1, so it becomes 1 plus 4, the x will disappear because it's x to the power of 0, and the minus 1 differentiates to 0. dy by du is equal to 3, we leave the 3 alone, multiplied by ln u is differentiates into, oops, sorry about that, differentiates into 1 over u. ln u differentiates into 1 over u. Where is my answer? My answer is the bottom line here. These two multiply together. So dy, that's the chain rule, dy by dx is equal to du by dx, which is the first one here, multiplied by dy by du. So bracket 2x plus 4 multiplied by 3. So let's put the 3 here. Let's squeeze it in here. Okay, and then multiplied by 1 over u. So multiplied by 1 over u, and u is x squared plus 4x minus 1. And that's the answer. Let me make this slightly clearer here. Let's put an equal sign, smaller equal sign, fit it in here. Okay, so 3 bracket 2x plus 4 over x squared plus 4x minus 1. Let's take a look at something slightly different. We're on question 7. And the question is slightly complex. Y equals sine cubed 4x plus 1. Looks complex, but actually it's not. Again, I do exactly what I always do. Start by this. Let the bracket be equals to u. So the bracket, which is 4x plus 1, is equal to u all the time. So this means that y is equal to sine cubed u. This is the same as sine u all cubed. Not the u cubed, the sine is being cubed. So sine u all cubed. This is the same. So differentiate du by dx 4 dy by du, and in this case I'm going to use the quick chain rule. So I'm going to drop the power, sine u, when I drop the 3 it becomes a what? 2, decrease the power, when you differentiate you decrease the power, and then multiply by the derivative of what's inside the bracket, and the derivative of sine is cos. So sine u differentiates into cos u. Okay, where's my answer? My answer is always the bottom line here. Okay, so dy by dx is equal to du by dx multiplied by dy by du, which is basically 4 multiplied by 3, which is 12, sine u sine u, and u is 4x plus 1 multiplied by cos u, and cos u is cos 4x plus 1. And that's my answer. 12 cos 4x plus 1 sine 4x plus 1. Actually, I've made an error. There is a sine squared. This sine is squared. Yeah, I've just noticed I missed the 2. So it's 12 sine squared 4x plus 1 multiplied by cos 4x plus 1. Sorry about that. Okay, let's take a look at the next question. Question 8. And let's differentiate ln cos 3x. Ouch, looks complex, but actually it's not. Why? Because I'm going to follow exactly what I've been doing again and again. The first thing you do with the chain rule is you let the bracket equals u. Okay, so let u equals cos 3x. This means that y is equal to ln the bracket, and the bracket is u, so it means it's ln u. And then we go du by dx. Okay, now when I differentiate cos, what do I get? Cos minus cos, sine minus sine. Now I'm differentiating cos. If I differentiate cos, I get minus sine. Okay, so it's going to be minus 3 sine 3x. Cos kx will be sine k sine kx minus k sine kx. Okay, and dy by du is, what does ln u differentiates to? 1 over u, and u is cos 3x. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to du by dx times dy by du, which is basically those two multiplied together. So I'm going to have a minus 3 sine 3x divided by or multiplied by 1 over, which means you're dividing, cos 3x. Now you can argue and say sine 3x over cos 3x is tan 3x. So you can choose to differentiate, to simplify it, or you can leave it alone. It doesn't really matter in this case. Okay, let's take a look at something slightly different. This was question 8, so we're on question 9. Y equals cos ln 8x between brackets. Now with the chain rule, what is the first step all the time? Let the bracket equals u. So u equals ln 8x. This means that y is equal to cos the bracket, which is cos u. Now let's differentiate this one, and this one is slightly complex. Now we need to apply the chain rule again in here. I need to say let a equals 8x, u equals ln a. I'm applying the chain rule inside the chain rule. So because ln 8x, I don't know what it differentiates into. I know what ln x differentiates into, but I do not know what ln 8x. Well, I do know, but I need to prove it. So the best way to do that is use the chain rule again inside it. So let 8x equals a, so u equals ln a. dA by dx is 8. du by dA is 1 over a, and a is 8x. So this means that du by dx is equal to 8 over 8x, which is equal to 1 over x. So this means that ln 8x differentiates into 1 over x. So ln x differentiates into 1 over x, and ln 8x also differentiates into 1 over x. Okay, but I had to prove it. Right, so let's differentiate this one, dy by du. And when you differentiate cos, what do you get? So cos minus cos, sine minus sine. You're differentiating cos, you get minus sine u, and u is ln 8x. Right, this is your answer, so let's write it down. So dy by dx, let's find the black color, and dy by dx is equal to du by dx multiplied by dy by du, which is the chain rule. So it's basically 1 over x multiplied by minus sine ln 8x. Or in other words, if we want to simplify this, then we can say that all of that over x, and let's get the minus slightly closer here. So minus sine ln 8x over x. That is the derivative of y equals cos ln 8x. Let's try one more. And in this case, I think it's question 10, and y is equal to sine square root 3x plus 1. Okay, same as ever, let u equals the bracket, and in this case my bracket is equal to 3x plus 1 to the half. To the half means square root. So u equals square root 3x plus 1. Now it follows that y is going to be equal to sine u. Okay, differentiate du by dx, and I'm using the quick chain rule. So half, drop the power, decrease the power. When we differentiate, we decrease half, it becomes a minus a half. A half minus 1 is minus a half, and then multiply by the derivative of what's inside the bracket, and the derivative of 3x plus 1 is 3. So this means it's 3 over 2 bracket 3x plus 1 to the minus half. dy by du is equal to, what does sine differentiates into? So let's try again. Sine minus sine, cos minus cos. So sine differentiates into cos u. So cos, instead of u, I'm going to put the value of u, which is 3x plus 1 to the half, or square root 3x plus 1. Where's my answer? My answer is here. Those two multiplied together. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to du by dx multiplied by dy by du, which is equal to 3 over 2 3x plus 1 to the minus a half, which means 1 over, okay, multiplied by cos 3x plus 1 to the half. You can choose to put the square root back or not, it's entirely up to you. Okay, so 3 over 2, 3x plus 1 to the minus a half, which means it's 1 over, multiplied by cos 3x plus 1 to the half. Okay, that's the end of our 10 questions. I hope you enjoyed it. And see you at the next video.